Yeah, welcome back. It's been a while. By the way, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas all together to everybody, to my panelists, to the viewers. I hope all is well with everybody though.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much, Raj.
thank
Happy New
you.
Year to you too.
Happy New
Yeah.
Year.
I think
Yeah,
2026, this is our first video, like our first live, right? Yeah.
Indeed, for
And yeah,
2026.
we've gone for a very long break.
yeah, we are
Exactly.
busy. We are busy. We are busy. We are busy doing our own thing because Ghanaian leaders are not serious. So sometimes
Mhm.
you just want to do your own things.
All right. So to the viewers, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Please welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, this is Rush Online. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, and don't forget to on your notification button so anytime we drop a video or come live, you will be notified. And today we're gonna be touching on about two or three topics, and um, first of all, let me give you guys the opportunity to say something to the viewers. I don't know, Madam Angie or um, Braben, if you have anything to tell the viewers before we start.
Mm,
Sisanji, go first.
oh, all I have for the viewers is that Happy New Year to everyone who is watching us. And we believe that by God's grace, everyone is doing well. And we thank God that we have seen 2026. And I believe 2026, everything is going to be, better.
Yeah.
Nigerians are getting ready to leave our country. And our leaders are also going to, reset our country better for us. So happy New Year to you all.
Yeah.
Welcome and go.
And they should
All right.
subscribe to the channel. Mhm.
All right. I second what everything my dear sister has said. I'd like to also wish our dear viewers and fellow citizens a very, very happy and prosperous new year. I know things, didn't end very well like we wanted last year, but nobody should give up hope. Nobody. We are going to pick up from where we
Mhm.
left off last year and fly with it. We are never going to stop beating this drum until we get what we wish for. Chukudi out of Ghana, Nigerians, illegal. I'm not going to
Wow.
say all Nigerians, illegal Nigerians living in Ghana should leave our country. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then on that note, let me ask Madam Angie, do you side
Yes.
with Mr. Ben saying not all Nigerians, but illegal Nigerians out of the country? Do you side with that?
No, because when I hear people saying that, I sometimes don't understand. You know, I mean, who can show us one good Nigerian in Ghana? And 1983, Ghanaians were good to them. Ghanaians were, boosting their economy. But when the time came for them to, ask Ghanaians to leave their country, they sack all Ghanaians. Even the kids were in there, no, they didn't even, have empathy for them. So if they are in our country doing wrong thing, why sometimes we say we have good Nigerians and they are all the same. Me, since I saw them in Ghana, no, all the time. Nigerians have done this, Nigeria, 300, 400, 40 people, all of them are Nigerians. And you don't even see one Ghanaian among them. So which one is good? That's what I've been saying, that if they think they have good ones among them, they should come and identify them. They should come and, show us the bad ones and the good ones. Okay. So me,
Mm.
they all of them have to go. they have to go, and then they have to.
Even
Then
even
when
if
they
they
go
are
back, when they go back,
even if they
when
are
when they go back, then they will come back to Ghana, and then we screen them and see which one supposed to come back to Ghana and which ones are not supposed to come back to Ghana. Yeah, that's how we're supposed to do. Other than that, how are you going to know this one is good and this one is bad? You see what I mean? Yeah, because they are not ready to listen and they are not ready to change. When they go to people's countries, they don't have manners, they don't have brains to change their attitude,
Integrate.
you know. So it is very hard to identify which Nigerian is good and which one is bad, you know. Yes.
okay.
Yeah, so even
All
me,
right.
if you ask me, in my opinion, all of them should go and then come back, and then we're going to screen them when we tight our borders and all
Well,
that.
whether they are legally living in the country or not, they must all be bundled and thrown back to
Yeah,
their.
yeah, because when they go, that's how we're going to identify the good ones and the bad ones. And I was saying last time that our new president who is coming has to recall our passport, do the recall, and he has to cancel our passport. And then any Ghanaian or anyone you think you are eligible, you can just go to Ghana Embassy and then do a new paperwork and get your passport. Okay? Because right now, all Nigerians, are holding, Ghana passport or Ghana. Yeah. So that's how you're supposed to do. And then that time we will know which Nigerians supposed to hold our passport and which ones they are not supposed to hold our passport. So we have to cancel our passport. I remember one of the African countries, I forget the name. The president, the former president was doing the wrong thing. And then when the new one came, he said the old one was not using the constitution well. So he canceled everything and then started over. And now that country is, getting better. I forgot the name. I will tell you when I remember that country. So that's how we're supposed to do. For them to open our borders
Oh,
for all Nigerians coming in and fooling themselves in our country. When you talk about it, they will come out and insult you, which is very bad. So me, I don't care which Nigerian is good or bad. All of them have to go back to their country. And then we are going to, it is our responsibility to choose who Nigerians we want them in the country. Yeah. Because we can accept all
okay.
Nigerians in Ghana. It's not going to be possible. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Brother Kwame,
Yeah, Raj.
do you think what she's saying is going to work?
I think it's going to be very difficult. You see, because some of them have genuine papers, resident permits. You see, so they have followed the law. Those people, we can allow them to remain. But those that are just walking around aimlessly committing all sorts of crimes and atrocities, we have to bundle all of them out.
Brother
Those,
Kwame, I'm
yeah,
not, hold
sister,
on. Let me come in right now. Sorry about that.
no problem.
Right now, you see the door, our borders are open. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So if we say some of them should go and some of them should stay, look at Nigeria population. Can we stay with them? Even the ones that are, some of them are not even, say, they are maybe bad people, but they are all, getting our passport in wrongly. So what you say?
I understand.
Holding a passport no wrongly, and the time will come out. Population no bad also. As the young Ghanaian, young Ghanaians, no. So what you say? And these
Yes.
people, no, they are very aggressive. We can't stay with them in our country. So Obiti Nigeria or Ghana daba okita Ghana passport. So what you say? So if you said some people, some of them should go and others should stay, The time will come, their population will be more than Ghanaians. So what I say? And
I
every country,
understand.
when they see say foreigners population does to as citizens now minimize it in no. So what I say? Because in Ghana we are facing economic instability. We don't have jobs in our country. So asking Nigerians to come, either they are good or bad, it is not going to help the country. Ghana is too small to hold Nigerians. Period.
No, I agree with you. But what you see, the government needs to put in checks and balances, which they haven't. Like we keep all of us keep drumming from last year. We kept saying it over and over again. The immigration needs to put in the infrastructure. Like, in fact, I don't know why they don't just issue a communique, whether you're an ECOWAS citizen or not. If you don't have a biometric passport, you cannot enter Ghana. Whether you are an ECOWAS citizen or you are what, or if you're coming to Ghana, you have to have a verifiable biometric passport. And then we have to have the facilities at the borders to be able to just scan your iris and scan your passport to see if you are whom your passport says you are. You understand? We don't have those facilities. I mean, if they want us to contribute to buy it, we shall. Because Ghana and a Bible, a giants in Bibia. You understand? The safety of Ghana, no, a giants in Bibia. If they said we the citizens, say immigration, say we need funds for equipment na one country, na yen contribute, na yen to ema womo, na one screening womo.
How many
Because
times? How many times? And I ain't cancer same way.
oh yeah,
We've been
and I
complaining
make
for a long
sister
time, and these people are
from
not
last year.
ready to do
And then
it.
I make an
You know.
assess almost say need funds na one country. Na yen Ghana for no consent citizens, yen contribution, na yen toss our facilities no, ema womo, equipment no, yen to ma womo. Because I am to say, Obia, any Tom, Dick, and Harry to me just grab border and ragana
Mm,
keke.
mm,
How do you?
right now, Mr. President, if you ask him how many Nigerians in Ghana cry, he won't be able to tell you. I'm telling you, because
Seriously.
the borders are opened and they are coming in every day in numbers.
And no serious nation does that. Which
Mm,
serious nation that one person will open your borders for any illegal? They don't even have any jobs, no skill, no nothing. Our Togolese brothers, when they are coming to Ghana, they are masons, they are carpenters, they are something. You never hear Togolese doing anything illegal because they are doing hard work. They are the ones doing our POP, our
Yeah, they are
a
mostly
lot of,
they are mostly found in the construction field.
exactly. Boosting the economy of Ghana, properly. This is what we want from the Nigerians. But these people come and they want to come and be Odogu on top of us in our own country. Can you imagine? We'll come to that Ben Peters. So I'll save my comments for him for later. We'll come to
They
him.
are so rude.
All right.
Nigerians are very,
So
very rude. When they go to someone's country, they don't know, sir, they have traveled. They think they are in their own country. Yeah.
Because we are so stupid and dumb enough to allow them to, that freedom. You can't go and do that in Togo or Ivory Coast or Burkina Faso. You can't.
Sir,
Only Ghana.
answer right now, when they come out there, they justify themselves. In 1983, it was economic instability, and our president asked foreigners to leave, and Ghanaians were in numbers, blah, blah, blah. Is Ghana not facing economic instability too? Ghana, what jobs do we have anyways?
No,
And
Sister
then as
Angie,
a
what are they
president,
bringing to
for
contribute
you
to
to
Ghana?
open
They don't
our
have any
borders,
skill. They're not coming
for
to
you
Ghana with
to
any skills, just
for you to
criminality.
open our borders for Nigerians to come, you have to create jobs. You've been in office for so many years. This is not your first time in our parliament. For the first time was Dumso. That's what he brought. And this time, Ghanaians, you see, most of Ghanaians don't have common sense. Oh, Mahama is doing something. Mahama is working. But when you ask them what exactly is he doing now, nobody is able to pinpoint it. The roads, no. And I mean, if even Mahama is doing something or Nana Akufo-Addo or whatever, the money is for us. It's for Ghana resources money. And they're supposed to do. We did not vote for them to come on power to do only one thing. Okay? So when they come in, oh, we're going to create jobs. We're going to bring this. Mahama has been on power for 1 year now in our parliament. I mean, Raj, is our Ghana. What kind of jobs Mahama, has brought to Ghanaians, the youth? Are they working? They are not working. So Mahama is doing good. Mahama is, working. Mahama is working hard. Where are the jobs? We want to know. We want to see.
Sister Angie, I have to disagree with you slightly here. I agree, but you see, one thing that we Ghanaians we have in mind is that every time we think that the government has to create jobs for us, it's not the government that needs to create jobs for you. The government needs to make avenues easy and smooth for individuals to establish businesses, and then the government will take tax from the businesses. Uber Brochia, government no own the government doesn't own any industry or nothing. Nothing. Ask me what the United
Kwame, I also disagree with you this part. Before say a country be na obi abetimi be on his on her own no. Na country no why then we develop on a ho okwaji loan aya de bema interest rate and too high so that you can do something. Ghana ho bank bank na okwaji loan de akoye adwuma kra ya de bema ya de ma wa wo betua ne double. So country no resources na ewo no ya de establish a country no and sana obi a wo mu no etumi feel comfortable to make his or her own business. So what I say, that's how it's supposed to be.
This is where the government needs to create the avenues. The government needs to give people the loans, the facilities, for them to establish themselves, and then the government will be making their money off the taxes that they will claim. You see, we have a very weak tax system. That's why the government keeps leaking money. And the government will continue to leak money because here, no, Abuchi, you can't sell anything without the government having, no matter how petty the thing is, there's a way in which the government will make money off whatever you are selling. Crap, no. So, na se wo wele wa de ma wo ba. A dina will be jama wo ba no. Ye beje ho inheritance tax. What am I saying? It's, this is one thing that we Ghanaians, we need to recognize. It is not the duty of the government. How can the government find jobs for 5-10 million people? It's impossible. It is private businesses that make a country work, and the government is supposed to provide the facilities.
Even we the people also have a role to play in that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the system must work before when your play to your work to play.
The only way the system can work is having a very good tax system. If you don't have a good tax system, your
system is not working. There's no new job in the country. They are not giving. I mean, loans.
A week as a everybody that is selling anything or indulging in any kind of business, as a tax or some sort of tax.
First of all, let me welcome Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, welcome to the platform.
Thank you, Mr. Raj.
Hello, Mr. Ben.
Hi,
Mr. Ben.
to you all.
How are you doing? How are you feeling today? Are you feeling better?
Yes, very, very well.
Live
and kicking.
Fantastic.
I think. Yeah. So we were just an issue just came up, and we were just trying to discuss because Mr. Kwame was feeling like legal Nigerians can be allowed to stay while the illegal thrown out of the country. But Madam Angie is also thinking, no, both the legal and illegal has to be thrown out of the country. Then if anybody wants to come back into the country, then they, do some proper checks before allow them. And we were judging as to how possible it is, if it's even going to be possible in the first place.
Mm, well, in my opinion, I don't think it's possible to get everyone out. But I agree with both of them in a sense that if we're saying that everybody should go, that is not realistic. It's not achievable. I mean, there are people who are legally, um, you know, there. They're supposed to be just as some of us are in other people's country. There are others who are
Exactly.
legally,
Exactly.
yeah, residing in Ghana, and the reason why we add legally to it is because if somebody is legally in a place and the systems are working, there are checks and balances, that monitors that person. So if that person is engaged in anything unlawful, that person can be held accountable, and you can easily identify the person. You can trace
Traceability will
the person.
become easy.
Yes, there is that system there to monitor. So that's one side. But if somebody is there and the person is not legal, now the system doesn't apply to him because you don't even have any account of that person being in the country. So if the person is involved in crime, it's difficult to know. And if the person is not involved in crime but doing things uh, economical to themselves, you can't, because he's not identified. You can't even take tax from such people. So they are not only being a burden, they are actually becoming a tick. So they are sucking from the from the country, and the country doesn't benefit from such a person. Then, if the person is becoming a criminal, that's not being a tick. He's actually being a parasite, and when people have graduated to that level of equating them to parasites, the only way to deal with them is to eliminate them. No, I'm not saying eliminate in the sense of unaliving, no, but then getting rid of them, because that's what we do. If you are sick and there is a parasite in your body, or there's a parasite in an environment, um, the solution is to get rid of that parasite or invasive species. You get rid of them. So that's my stand on this one. I also overheard um, the discussion about the government doing well, uh, and people praising, yet there are no jobs in the system and all that, and the fact that government is not responsible for creating jobs. This is a big topic on its own, I think, because a lot of it's linked to a lot of things. One of them being our people actually developed to be able to have that entrepreneurship skills to be able to create jobs for themselves and for others. If there isn't a system like that, you're just a generation is coming out with an expectation of graduating and going into public service, but the public service is not doesn't have the capacity to take everyone on. So there's a need for people to be creative, and I think government has a role to play in this one, in supporting creativity and productivity. And the government does
Okay.
that through bringing systems in place. Apart from systems, there are policies and laws. Like in places like Europe, they can just come up with a law or a legal requirement for all buildings to have things like smoke detectors in the building. As soon as a law like that is passed, that's a full business window opened. People can start going into manufacturing of smoke alarms. So if the government is not coming up with certain legal requirements and policies that will then push the creative ones to create businesses, then we're not getting anywhere. So it's not entirely the government's fault. Neither is it entirely the people's fault. I think there should be a system to bring correlation between the public and the private sector, so that more businesses can be created and people can get work and uh, some form of income that will then say that, oh, the government is doing well, because when you are getting income, your family is sorted and everybody will be happy. So this is what I think.
Oh, oh, okay. All right. Speaking of this issue, this legal and illegal Nigerians and blah blah and all that, I would like us to jump into this real quick. This illegal, no, he's okay. He's legally living here. So let's say this unlawful, or should I say lawless Nigerian called Ben Peters, who some time ago created a scene at, I think, a building opposite Flagstaff House by blocking the entrance to a whole building just because he didn't get access to the keys to the main entrance and stuff, and caused a whole lot of commotion. Is back in the news again. And I would like us to watch, a video of how the whole thing went down. So apparently, he he has he rented an office, and the building doesn't contain only his office but different offices. And here's the case whereby this man, there's been several complaints with regards to how he moves, and whenever he comes to the premises, he conducts himself and all that. And when he parks at the parking lot, it's like nobody is supposed to park around. When he's going to enter the elevator, he has to be the only one in the elevator and all that. Meanwhile, the building isn't his. He's just renting it just like all the other businesses. And this has been going on for for a long time, and people have been complaining. That's after he did that, put up that stupid act at the residence opposite the Flagstaff House, thinking, oh, he's back to his senses. It seems, you know, the guy hasn't changed a bit. So I'd like us to watch this and then see what we can bring out from this video.
There's no sound, Rush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no
Can you
sound
guys
from the
hear the
video.
sound?
No,
No.
it's very, very, very faint.
Okay. I mean, okay. Let me bring it back.
All right.
Just for everybody to get a clearer picture of what I'm talking about.
Are being done to evacuate all the vehicles for further investigation.
Can you hear?
Well, it's not just on tour, it's on unlawful
Yeah.
conduct locally.
Okay.
So this is Mr. Benedict Peters, born in December 1966. He decided to block the whole entrance. Residents couldn't go in, neither could they come out. Gunmen, my brother, my sister, as reported by City News Room and also by Joy. Look how the entrance was blocked. Nobody could enter. Gunmen, all in suits, caused a whole big commotion. My brother, but has Peter stopped this? Remember, he is the founder and CEO of ITU Group and Bravura Holdings. He is a rich man. He can employ just anybody he wants. He's invested a lot in the country and many other African countries. He's a man who must be secured. That is understandable. But is he overstepping his boundaries? Is this how they behave in Nigeria? You can block any street and any road because you have money? Or you are so important, more important than every other person. You inconvenience every other person because of your own convenience. Now, let me take you to a place called Nesta. Yes, Nesta Square. This is Nesta Square. It was built by Ernest Chemits. And in this building, you find Kenyan Airways, Rwanda, and Delta Airlines, and many other such corporate outfits. This is at the airport city. My brother, my sister, it is sitting on a huge piece of land. I am told that Peters has his office there, and anytime he is going to his office, sirens. At the same time, all these guys in suit wearing guns, they go to the place and block every other person from accessing the building. And his office is up there. My brother, my sister. So when he's going, he uses the lift. When he uses the lift, no other person has the right to use the lift. He blocks everybody. From Delta Airlines to Kenya Airways, Rwanda, and even NS Chemist itself.
A foreigner.
Up till now. How true is this? To make it worse, bring back that photo. You realize that there's a car park in there. When Ben Peters is entering there and is parking, no other person parks. Everybody stands aside for him to park and park properly. And he takes a whole space. Even if it's not fully parked, no other cars are supposed to enter there. And his gunmen are always standing there to make sure that his whims and caprices are met. He had complaints from all these people. Delta Airways, that's Delta Airlines, Kenyan Airways, Rwanda. The people in there have confirmed this thing that I'm talking about. Well, I placed a call to national security and I asked Mustafa Bande, are you aware that this man is still doing some aspects of the lawlessness that he was involved in? And you and your boys go there to restore order? He said, oh, all we know right now is that he's behaving well. Everything is okay. We have not heard of anything unless this is new. But he's been behaving well. It was during the Nana government that he had so much power to do whatever he liked. They didn't really give him a good orientation as to how the country behaves itself. But my brother, law is law. Do you need any orientation? What you cannot do in America, don't expect to do it here. What you cannot do in Nigeria, don't expect it to do here lawfully. I don't think the laws of Nigeria allow people to block roads with gunmen all over the place, holding and wielding guns. Personal security, private security, guns and ammunition. Is it allowed in the country that people can hold guns like that? I mean, weapons. I'm not talking about just pistols, guns, and wield that with sirens. Whatever it is, my brother, my sister, the people of Nesta Square are not comfortable with the actions of Benedict Peters. I appreciate the fact that he is an investor in our country. We love him, we respect him, and we believe that he would have to respect us reciprocally, right? We believe that he should be able to give us back the respect we are giving to him. Yes, we want the investors to come here, but not investors that will flout our rules, not investors who will not have any money, but we love humanity more.
Yeah. So this is what's just happened not too long ago, and it seems the man hasn't changed a bit and is still parading himself like before, how he was doing. And it's like the authorities, I don't know whether but the least said the better. Let me throw it to you guys. So Madam Angie, let me start with you, ladies first. Well, what do you think about this act of this
Yeah,
lawless Nigerian?
Rush, me, I'm speechless. So as at now, I don't know what to say. They said respect is reciprocal. If you respect yourself, people are also going to respect you. Our leaders don't respect themselves. So this is what they're going to see every day. And this is what I was saying, that all Nigerians must leave our country. So some people are blocking our ways. Some Nigerians are killing our people. Some Nigerians are raping our young girls. Some Nigerians are doing kidnapping. Some Nigerians are taking our retail businesses. So which Nigerians you people say and they are good? So some Nigerians should go and others should stay. Look at this one, has a good job in Ghana, but see how he's misbehaving himself. You see what I mean? And I'm so surprised that Black Rasta is saying this. Is it not the same man who was backing Igbo man called Chukudi or whatever? You see, when we see something and we come out to talk, they're
Exactly.
older people. You can't even see, you can't even think what these people are doing in our country. They are destroying our country. So when we come out and talk, you people, the same people will come out and say, we don't like them. Look at what he's doing. It's not like he doesn't have anything to do. He has something to do in the country, but look at what he's doing. Look at how he's behaving. Because why? Our leaders have given them this chance to come into our country and disrespect our country. They don't respect Ghana. That is the key. They don't respect Ghana. And they don't comport themselves. They don't respect themselves too. Because in Nigeria, nobody respects anybody over there. Look at his face. He's old man. That he has to use his common sense. He has to realize that he is in somebody's country. But look at what he's doing. So if I say all Nigerians should leave our country, have I said something wrong? He did the first one. And they forgave him because maybe they said, okay, let's forgive him. And they did. He's doing the same thing. How dare you to go and park in our parking lot and then you block there? You don't want anybody else to come and park over there. Are you mad? Me, I don't understand these people. Are they animals? I don't understand. How can you do that? How can a human being, old man like you, do this in somebody's country? So what are we going to say? Nana Akufo-Addo, allowed this stupid man to fool himself in our country. And now President Mahama has come. He has also closed his eyes and tried to bring these people to come and stay with us in our country. Do you think foolish people like this man, foolish people like Nigerians, we can stay with them in our country? That is the question that our leaders should ask themselves. What kind of nonsense is this? Me, sometimes when I sit down, I can't comprehend these Nigerians. They are old enough to know or to have common sense, but they won't. And when you are directing them to learn what is good, they don't like it. They will fight you in your own country. But the time will come, all of you will leave our country. We don't care what kind of job you people or jobs you bring into our country. You are not the only foreigner in Ghana. We have prestigious countries people. Your friend is saying businessman, Papa Phoebe, they are coming into Ghana to make their own business, to help Ghana. Now you Nigerians, what kind of business Nigerians have in Ghana that they can give us, our peace of mind? Is it 2 or 4 banks that they have in Ghana? If Ghana is not conducive environment, would you bring your fucking banks in our country? Would you do that? Nonsense. You can't even establish your banks in your own country, Nigeria, because you have half of your population will fraud you. That is why you come to a peaceful country to bring your banks, to bring your job. But you think you are developing our country for us. The time will tell. All of you will move your banks back to Nigeria. You are not a young guy. You are not a small boy. Look at how you're behaving. Everybody is in his or her business, trying to, make good business for themselves. And you are in the parking lot, blocking the ways. Are you mad? Blocking people not to park over there. Are you the only one person in Ghana? So, Rush, I don't, sometimes I become speechless. I don't even know how to express myself. That they have opened our door for stupid people, Nigerians, to come in and destroy our peace of mind. What is going on? Are we having case to train them to, let them know what is good and let them know what is bad? But the moment that you mingle up with useless people like this, how do you think Ghana is going to be? How do you think our children coming are going to be? Because they're going to learn all these things. And I wasn't so surprised that they showed about 4 or 5 Ghanaians that they were kidnapping. Because these people are teaching them. They are recruiting them. They think it's a good job. But our leaders, President Mahama, cannot see this. If I have the power, like I will ask Nigerians to recruit Mahama's children into a kidnap and all these things, foolish things that they're doing. And then he will come out and tell us that, his children have chosen, good job. Is it good to do this? And when Ghanaians have been talking over and over again, and these leaders have closed their eyes, they have closed their ears, as if we Ghanaians are bad people.
Hey.
What kind of nonsense is this?
Very upsetting. Very upsetting.
I am brown. Like I said, my brown.
Yo. In fact, Rush, this is absolute preposterous behavior that shouldn't be condoned at all. In the first place, that first altercation that he created, he should have been sent to court. You understand? He should have been sent to court, but because we have a lame government, we have a Nigerian government in place now. No, you understand? Every Nigerian has green card, man, free pass. Anything you do, you can get away with it because Charlie, like they say themselves, it's their government in power. You get me? How? How you a foreigner? I mean, who gave them the license to be walking around with guns? Who gave them that license? Have they given any other Ghanaian that sort of privilege? Why the hell are we lowering our, which other Ghanaian behaves like that? Is he the only billionaire in Ghana? You know, Black Rasta started well, but he ended poorly when he said, "Oh, we love and respect you." How can you love and respect such a
Exactly.
character?
Exactly.
How can you love and respect such a character? Such an imbecile. You understand? Impunity, behave acting with impunity. Can if his country was safe, why is he living in Ghana? Why can't he go and live in Nigeria and behave any way he
Yeah.
wants in his foolish country?
What's he doing here?
What's he doing here in Ghana? Because my God, this Mahama government, yeah. In fact, what? Oh man, you understand? You are in somebody's. In fact, I've just come to the conclusion that this man is more dangerous than Chukudi. This man, we should do a
Oh yeah. Of
demonstration
course.
for us to kick this man out, as well as Chukudi. Both of them have to leave. How can you be going to people's private establishments? You are just a tenant in the building, and then you think you have the impunity to block car parks, stop anybody from using the lift because you are in. I mean, what the hell? People should go there and go and beat him up. Anytime he comes to that car park, they should beat him up. Let's see any of his bodyguards there shoot anybody and let's see. Who gave them the right to hold guns? Who gave them the license? You see, we have a bogus government in place, allowing all this stupidness to happen. Could you do this under Jerry John? Could you do this under President Kufuor? Could you do this under Tabills? It's only this bogus John Mahama. If Akufo-Addo was another imbecile, he allowed this cunt to come to Ghana and give him contracts. Look at the way he's behaving. I mean, what do you want to say?
Hmm.
These Nigerians are just too much. They are just, a headache. Something that we need to nip in the bud once and for all. The only way is to get rid of this Mahama and NDC government. This Nigerian impunity has to stop. Mr. Ben, you two please come in.
All right.
I don't know what was happening to my mute button. Yeah, thanks very much. See, how I see these things,
Yeah,
right?
we can
Is
hear you.
okay. Yeah, I think my voice is a bit delayed. But what I was just gonna say is that the behavior of this man um, isn't a surprise. He's he's displaying a typical persona of the Nigerian, where money is worshipped so much that if somebody has a lot of it, whether it was through the right means or not, when someone has a lot of it, the person is seen as a dummy god. Like everybody worship him. So that same character is what he's playing out in Ghana. And it's the same as Chikudi. I don't know if you guys observed when he realized that Ghanaians actually don't care. So let me do whatever pleases me. It's the same thing this Ben Peters is doing.
Hmm.
He is doing anything that he feels will make him feel better, when he can step in the face of people and treat people bad. He sees that as evidence of wealth or the power of wealth.
Can we say it seems whatever what happened the last time, like this is a clear evidence that there was no punishment set out for him. The state just left him to let him off the hook, and that's why he's like back in the scenes perpetuating the same acts, and there is no changes to his character.
Precisely. Black Rasta even said it, that when he spoke to the whatever guy, the national security guy said, "Oh, I heard he's been behaving." So what about the initial crime he committed? What about say, like by now he'll be behaving, but because you guys let him off, no? Yes, obviously they've got their brother in government, head of government of Ghana, so they can behave any way they want. He had Akufo-Addo in his pocket. He now has Mahama too in his pocket. Why wouldn't he behave with impunity? Why wouldn't he behave like that? You see, this time, no, the citizens, we have to start giving them natural justice instantly. You misbehave, then people beat you there and there. No, you're not above anybody in Ghana. You a foreigner. How dare you? Walking around with bodyguards with guns. Even as a president, it's only the president that I know that has, but even you don't even see it visibly. What do I say? President the crowd post on Nantia. You don't see his bodyguards with guns blocking. I mean, nonsense. You're in somebody's country. Can you do that in your stupid, useless, barbaric country, Nigeria? If your country was good, would you be living in Ghana? You understand? And you comport and behave yourself too. You always have to stick up like a sore thumb. Always have to do things that is contrary to the laws. Why? Is that how Ghanaian billionaires behave in Ghana? Why can't you behave like how Ghanaians behave, rich people behave? What kind of stupidness is this? And then we have a bogus government sitting down, allowing this nonsense to still continue. And I'm even shocked about that, Mr. Ernest, this thing. Nonsense. My establishment, a tenant misbehaving. I don't care how
He
much
should have
you
even been
pay.
evicted by now.
Long time. What kind of money you go fish show, Mr. Ernest? What kind of money where you have, where Mr. Ernest don't have? Ernesto, his junior brother was my mate in Addis Adel, in Adisco. Bediako. I was sitting, when we were writing O-level, I was sitting behind him. I mean, he was sitting behind me. I was BA, Balmos, and he was BE, Bediako, in Adisco. His junior brother. I know him very well. Very well. You understand? Why do you behave like this? Kick the man out. A new tenant will come and take over. What the hell? Sister Angie, Pacho Brim.
Yeah, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised that Black Rasta is talking like this. Is it not the same Black Rasta was backing Igbo King?
The one who was backing them, yeah.
Exactly. So you can imagine that if we allowed Nigerians to establish their own village inside our country, what is it going to happen? What children are we going to have? You see what I mean? Because even the oldest ones are so stupid, Nigerians' oldest one, that they will show good examples for the little ones to learn from them. No? They are crazy. They are the bad ones, the idiot ones. And you, Black Rasta, was backing Igbo King. Do you know the implications that man was going to bring to Ghanaians? Even right now, they don't have their village inside our country. They don't have their city inside our country. And you see how they're behaving in our country. These people are human beings that we have to, associate ourselves with them. So I don't blame these people. I blame our own people. When they are doing something wrong and someone comes out and talk about them, no, you will see your own fellow Ghanaian will come back or come out and back them. And now you are busy talking about this. You are busy talking about this. Rush.
See, if we don't come together to agree to disagree and have one purpose, and that purpose is to sanitize our society, we are heading for disaster. We're heading for disaster because, see, it is not rocket science to say that if you have a cup of milk and a cup of water and you mix the two together, you're going to still retain your cup of a section of water and a section of milk. There's definitely going to be a mixture, and at the end of the day, the milk will, if the milk is more, it will be more evident in the result you'll get at the end of the day. So what we're playing it with is danger, and it's quickly consuming everybody in the country. I don't know, my my mute button was activated when I was talking, but what I wanted to say is that this guy, right, he is doing what he's doing because he's aided. Nobody is able to confront him. The laws cannot deal with him. There is no system in place to put him in check, and he's pretty much abusing not just ordinary Ghanaians, but he's abusing the nation. Why does he have so much power in the country? It's because he belongs to a network of people who believe to be the gods of the land. Those in power, these are the people we're talking about. Similar to Chukwudi, voices have been heard. We've said all kinds of things and hoping that the laws will start working, but nothing has happened. The investigations that went on, we didn't see any report. We've not heard anything from the government. These guys are the people in control. So until Ghanaians start doing what is necessary, just like other nations, these gurus who think they are gods, they are not budging. And our society will be destroyed just because of small bellies of some evil people amongst us who think that ching so and so ching are the same. So whichever comes first, they grab. See, we shouldn't let our society has not been driven by money. That's why most Ghanaians are not money driven. But quickly, our society is turning to become something else. This guy's drives around with all kinds of vehicles following him and some security apparatus and these funny things
a
are not
motorcade. Who
needed.
gives him a
Yeah.
permission to drive in a motorcade? Exactly.
In Ghana, we don't need all these things because nobody cares about your money or you as a person.
Can you imagine? Even not even Ibrahim Mahama moves around like this, regardless how rich he is.
It's only the president that can move in the motorcade.
Yeah. So we are creating a very bad society for ourselves that we those who have gone out, when they go back, they cannot stay because the Ghana you knew is quickly changing, not changing physically, but changing morally and spiritually as well. I mean, they are everywhere. So it's sad. It's sad that we can't. The first thing he did, the first time that he blocked road, and those things were unlawful. Our laws are clear on public behavior, and his actions were against public behavior and against the law. That moment, he became a criminal and should have been treated like a criminal.
And even he was refusing lawful arrest. He and his goons were fighting the police.
Yeah. With guns. With guns. Yet Mustafa Mutaka is bold enough to tell chiefs that they should bring their guns. And it's nonsense when they are celebrating and shooting into
Instead
the
of
air.
concentrating on the right job, what to do, look at
We've
the
got we've
nonsense you're concentrating on.
we've got sick leaders who are obviously
Dumb ass
dancing
leaders.
with these people. And these people are going to ruin our society. They're going to destroy our land. They're going to mess us up.
All right. Okay, so I have this lady who came out to speak recently with regards to the Fulanis. And I don't know what your take will be on this, but I'd like us to listen to what she has to say and let me know your views if you side with her or otherwise. So let me play the video so we get exactly what she's trying to say.
Okay, cool.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
No.
You can't.
Uh-huh.
It's coming up.
Okay,
Okay.
it's faintly, but yeah, we'll manage.
All right. Let me replay it. Then.
Yeah, and if you can increase
So
the
he
volume.
was like I was saying, she was talking about the Fulanis, and it was interesting. A couple of things she added. And I was wondering whether you guys side with her on that.
Can you please increase the volume, Rush?
Hmm.
Can you hear it?
Comment.
No, it's
Let's
not from
communicate things. Let's talk about this. Okay.
Yeah.
If Ghana is important to
Can you
you,
hear her?
you love Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
really want Ghana to move forward,
Yeah, it's good.
then this is for you. We- There were so many problems about other foreign nationals who want to have Ghana passport and Ghana card. Okay. There was a video of President John Dramani Mahama during the elections, before the elections, going to zone communities, talking to Fulani people, telling them that when he becomes a president, he will give them the Fulani or the Ghana card, right? He will give them citizenship. Now, my question is, when the Fulani people came to do their press conference, they were saying that they most of them converted to NPP because of Samira Baumia, and that they don't have access to voter ID card, they don't have access to vote in Ghana, they don't have access to passporting. I am thinking, but these same people, if they don't have access to vote, if they don't have passports, why are politicians going to their communities to ask for votes? Why are politicians going there to campaign? Did you ask yourself this question? Now, they said they don't have access to education, and yet Samira Bawumia, she has she has completed the university. And what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They have access to education. Did you see a viral video of a young guy who was just accepted into the Ghana? I mean, he was a Fulani. So, what do you mean by you don't have access to education? What are you talking about? See, every time President John Dramani Mahama comes to power, or every time a Muslim, a Northerner comes to power, I think Muslims feel entitled, or these Fulani people feel entitled, these Nigerians feel entitled, and they always want to find a way to push their grievances come up there. And this is a warning to all my Northern people. Northerners, pay attention. Let me tell you, you are going to sit down and allow these people take your identity. They're going to steal your identity. And when they steal your identity, they are going to tarnish your image in Ghana. And there's going to be a time that whenever a Northerner stands for a position in Ghana, that Northerner will not be recognized as a Ghanaian or as a true blood of Ghana because you Northerners have allowed it. So there's going to be a time that your identity will be taken over by these Fulanis and these Nigerians Hausa people. Pay attention and make sure you disassociate yourselves from them and allow yourself to be seen by the Ghanaian and you uphold your citizenship and your integrity as Ghanaians. Because if you don't, and these people do take your identity, the airways, the guns, the accounts, and I mean accounts and all the account communities will not accept, will not agree to you. They will not recognize you again. Because these people are going to tarnish your image and they are not going to recognize you again. You are the minority in Ghana, whether you like it or not. You are the minority in Ghana. So please protect your identity. Something is happening in Ghana.
Okay, so
My Ghanaians, please,
this
video that.
this is what she has to say, and I don't know if you guys think she's right or wrong, because in the first place, are the Northerners the minority in Ghana? Hello?
Is that the end of the video, Rush?
Yes, that's the end. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I was asking, are the Northerners the minority in Ghana?
Are you asking a
Hello?
question?
Yes, I'm asking a question.
So you're also a Ghanaian, so you know. if if not, then it's minority, you know. But you know, the reason why we think that way is that you see, when we talk about Ashanti, Infanti, Kweu.
Rush.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Bakwame. I think so. Oma mute you. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Go on, please.
Mr. Ben.
Yes.
Because even though say Ashanti sine ada atwifo no omo achiche wo mumu no omo nyina ye baako enti omo nyina na e ka bom say atwifo say what you say enti na ma Ashanti side ne kwawu ne bruno na hafo ne sa anwema ne nyina ye baako enti definitely no omo na ye minority e wo Ghana ho so what you say aha ena omo nso na omo makwan ma Fulani fo no ebe fra wo mumu enti no Fulani ni betna Ghana for long time that's what catch I was say ofri north sometimes you know it's hard to tell so yeah north or north so what I say enti what the lady was saying, you know, she was right. North for no, they have to be very careful about these Fulanis. Fulanis are not Ghanaians.
Well, it's just like how they operated in Nigeria. First, they mixed up with the houses at the northern part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now infuse themselves, so they were being seen like they took the identities of the houses of the northern part of Nigeria, and that is how they started. So when
The
people
same thing they want to do
people
in
started
Ghana.
complaining, they were complaining about the houses instead of the Fulanis. So it was later they now discovered it was the Fulanis who are the ones perpetrating those criminal acts in the northern part of Nigeria. Yeah.
So they have to be very careful. I mean, especially our president coming out and give false information, false history. I was so surprised that President Mahama is old enough to know Ghana history, but he said it wrongly. That wasn't true. the history that he brought out there, if you have something to do with Fulanis, just go and sort out with them. Don't come and add them to our constitution or our history or whatever, because Fulani, anyone who is my age mate knows that Fulanis are not Ghanaians. Yorubas are not Ghanaians. Me, how was that crown? I didn't know. So they were from, some of them from Nigeria or whatever.
They are all from Nigeria.
Okay, so why, as a president, that you know the constitution? I believe before you become a president, you have to learn your constitution. You have to learn your history. So to come out there and give false information out there, no, that is why these people have also come out, said they are also Ghanaians. So they also need citizenship in Ghana. Meanwhile, it is not true. Why do you have to go there and ask them to come and vote for you? And when you win, when you become a president, you will make them, as citizens of Ghana. Which country does that?
But you know what? The question I always ask myself is, if you went there to ask them to vote for you, meanwhile they are already not Nigerians in the first place. They are not Ghanaians in the first place. They say they don't have Ghana passports, meaning they don't have Ghana card. So with what did they go to vote for the president?
Yeah, that's why you have to know. Say, we have corrupt leaders. We have leaders who are very, very. I don't know the word I should use for them. So, because it's against the law. Say, you as a president, and as will be our person one best standing for as NDC. You will go to somebody's country and I say other people are Ghanaians. Now Bema or voting ID to come and vote for you. So what you say, you president in the crowd, we have to jail you because you have done something wrong. So
treasonous, treason.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. That's why I've been saying, say, the new entrants now, new people now, stand for no. So, is selective, they should be very careful about foreigners that they have given them the voting ID cards to come and vote. So, woman pay more attention or to why NDC for winning, MPP for winning. And these two people, we don't need them. We don't need them again. Because we are for cre. So and bringing these problems, we should hold President Mahama responsible. Yes. Sana was here, and ye whom way in Accra, or I was ye jail in the cry. Because our wire chrono dear, and yet we don't do that. So and ye leaders, they are destroying Ghana because of small money that they will get from people. So, because they want to become, famous. They don't worry, they don't think about Ghana. So, and to why uncle for we Nigeria crown, Nigeria from power Nigeria crown power criminals, they can't face them. Now, person will penetrate your society. No, do you think say it's good thing to do? So, and Fulanis, you are not Ghanaians. Yeah. There is nothing you would do that you become Ghanaians. Monko for na asesa mohona mugugu ekwan ho na mokoko toilet wo ho no. So what you say? And the history that President Mahama was reading was wrong. Even at my age, my grandmother told me that during the Yasantua war, and Europeans, they couldn't stand Ashantis. So when they were coming, they had to go for Nigerians, Sierra Leone's, and all the other countries, to come and fight. To come and fought Ashantis. That is why we have Nigerians in our country.
Right.
So Fulanis, please back off. You are not Ghanaians. And if you don't comport yourself and you don't stop that nonsense that's coming out there and tread Ghanaians now, you will see what you don't like. So Rush, they are not Ghanaians. And then that northern region side, omo na allow omo and omo yes side, because Fulani nisi Ashantia, womu betimi who say we were Fulani. Osi brona hafo, omu behu, osi kwa omu behu. I didn't see no mango what I mean, not for fun. So and to woman I was say, omu you omu pie, no more pam woman no more krum. Fulanis, you are not Ghanaians, and Ghanaians are not going to accept you. Because of your behaviors, we can never stay in Ghana with you. There are some crazy. Rice, madam, my bread crumple. Rakwa, my mom, because
All right.
Yo,
Okay, Kwame.
yeah, Raj. In fact, I lost connection, so I don't know what the question was.
Yeah. Okay, it has to do with the what the lady was addressing in the video.
Oh, okay, Rick. Like, if the Fulanis are really Ghanaian or what?
yeah. Are they Ghanaians?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No,
The
what she
fact
was
that the
saying.
president went to see them, yeah. The fact that the
Oh no.
president went to see them and promised
Yeah.
he was going to give them citizenship if they vote for him and blah blah blah. And if the person isn't a citizen in the first place, with what did the person go to vote for you to become a
That
president?
is the question
And
that I've been trying to
also,
wrap
they
my head
were
around.
claiming they don't have. Yeah, they also claiming they don't have access to education. But here's the issue about a Fulani has gone, completed school, and foolishly, on the part of our leaders, have even recruited a Fulani into our military. So I won't be surprised if in the near future, this Fulani who is now in the Ghana military also starts like infusing his people into the military, and it will get to a time they will be equal to the number of Ghanaians in the military camp. If I'm not, exaggerating.
You see,
So what's your take on it?
this is a slippery slope that we are on. We are in a very, very, very dicey and critical point in our history that we have to rule a line in the sand once and for all. Whom is a Ghanaian and what distinguishes a Ghanaian from other tribes? I don't care, from every part of West Africa. The thing that distinguishes a true Ghanaian from any single tribe, I don't care whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, Hausa, or what, is our humbleness. You understand? Those tribes, so there's some inherent pride in them. Always try to suppress people and be on top. You see, this is a very, 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 very dangerous situation. If that this is our bogus president. What kind of bogus promise is this that you, Mr. President, yourself, you know that you cannot keep? Because we, the citizens, we know that there's no portion of land in Ghana that belongs to Fulani. So what are you going to give them? Where's Mahama even? Where did he say he's from? Bole Bamboy. Are you going to give them land in Bole Bamboy to create their Fulani kingdom there? What kind of bogus promise is this? I mean, it's our president way crap. Obia, ne mami had ne sister had to go and prove. Said ne mami a Ghanaian. Where ye ni papa. Where na yeso a Ghanaian. Onya Ghanaian. President Gasa no. There's a question mark. How can you say this? That when my mother was going to apply for her passport, they didn't believe her. They said she's not Ghanaian. So my sister had to go and prove. Is your sister the one that gave birth to your mother? If it comes to whom has to prove whom is a Ghanaian, is it not your mother who's supposed to prove that my daughter and my children, I and my children are Ghanaians? It had to take your sister to go and prove. How did you, was your sister there when your mother was being born? I mean, oh my God. Oh
Her
no,
sister,
no, no,
her
no.
sister is
Sir,
older than him.
Nigerian, sir,
I mean, his
Nigerian
sister is
president
older than
lady.
his mom.
Exactly. Sir, me, yes, me nyega neni. Na, me ba. I could prove it to Ghana embassy say me papa a Ghana ni. What so me I miss me a Ghana ni no. I didn't me ankasa me ti be prove me ho. Just me nye Ghana ni. Ne maame in free Ghana. Da boy no me who ne maame da. Who has seen the president's mother before? You know, you go and make this stupid bogus promise that you yourself you know you cannot keep. Why are you going to change our constitution? Which portion of land are you going to give to them? That okay, Fulani people. If you people say you are Ghanaians, this is this portion of land that you people are from. Let him tell us. Let him show us which part of Ghana is he going to give to them because they don't own any land in Ghana. They are not from any region in Ghana. If you ask me, Achin man are from Eastern region. You ask Fanti man, he's from Central or Western region. If you ask Ashanti man, we know say Ashanti region. Bono man, he go fit show you Nebusia Fie. Ubi sabi Nebusia Fie. I can show you. Obia we Nebusia Fie. Where is their ebusi? Where is their land in
Obi
Ghana?
our address. Rakwa Obi our address. Why?
What's the man say? Obia we
Name our
Nebusia Fie.
address.
Obia we baby o free wa Ghana. Mon, where you people? Where you from? You understand? But because we've got a bogus leader who himself cannot prove himself, it takes his sister to go and prove that his mother is Ghanaian. It takes this person to come and make you people this bogus promise, and you think what? He can ram it down the throats of Ghanaians. It won't work. It won't work. There's nobody, no true born Ghanaian that will agree that a Fulani is a Ghanaian. For the way. These filthy people were this, you know, wayward people. Who gives a damn about? You see, and like I told you, anybody, any tribe that are not Ghanaians, they exhibit it. Look at how they're behaving. Just look at how their girls are behaving online. Say, more better in Ghana for your history. Meaning when no, who Fulani, who better in Ghana for your history.
Aye.
Jesus Christ.
What is a Wamo Kasakra is so annoying.
Oh my God. It just lets your blood boil.
That's why even in their press conference, no, Onofulani no is rather asking who is the true Ghanaian.
Look at that.
To woman in baby or mufi.
You understand? Mu nim baby a mufri, sa mufri Burkina, mufri Niger,
They are
mufri
rather
Chad.
questioning
We Ghanaians.
Yeah, established though.
Who is the real Ghanaian?
Yeah, establishing your
Yes.
kingdoms. Ewo, yasa asisono. Mo ba betray and say, yeah, history.
Mo ba ye kro mo ba sere sika. Mo ba kire be bisa say who is real a real Ghanaian. Okay, I ask more.
See, I think that there's a difference between those. Maybe there isn't, but what I've observed is there might be a difference between those who stand by the street side begging for money and the Fulanis. The Fulanis are usually settled on the outskirts of villages with their cattle, and yeah, so they are a bit different. What I see here that I agree with the lady is about the identity replacement, because whenever anyone from the north comes to power or ascends into any public leadership role, they try to impose certain things on Ghanaians that are not right. And it's always around that time that we get to see non-Ghanaians trying to, establish a place within our society. And when they are approached, they always refer to themselves as coming from the north.
Mm-hmm.
So what the lady is saying
Mhm.
is a time will come that the rest of the people in Ghana will be fed up with the northerners
Not
and
net. Mm-hmm.
wouldn't trust them again because
Yes.
how come that we know you to be these people and suddenly you I don't know whether you say morphosize or you change into something else and come back again and say, no, it's still me. I'm still a northerner. It's a very dangerous thing, and that
Mm-hmm.
message to the northerners is very true, and they should be very careful about it because very soon their own people will reject them. There's a similar case. And I don't know if you guys have heard about a group of people in the OT region. They are called Apiso
Yes.
Kupi. Right now,
Where is it at?
it's it's um it's
In
at
the
OT.
OT region.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
OT region. Yeah, these guys are Guans, right? And in the past, what they did was that when slavery was at its peak, these some of these Guans were targeted, and because they were scared of being taken away as slaves, some of them would pretend to be other people, and not themselves. So, example, myself. If you observe my photo critically, you can see there is an ID, a mark in my face. That is a mark for the Kumeu Royals. But I'm not.
Oh.
If you ask me, I'm not from Kumeu. So that practice was to disguise people, to present them as other people and not themselves. Because of that identity misplacement, right? These Apisokubi people think that their own brothers who have taken the names of certain other tribes are not their brothers anymore, and there is a serious
Mm.
conflict, yeah, between them, their communities. Some people who are perceived um, to be not who they are. So what she's saying is not far from the truth, and they should be very careful about these foreigners trying to pose as Northerners when they are not Northerners. They don't belong to any of the Northern tribes.
Mm-hmm.
How is this possible? How are they able to do it? There is something of a trend I've observed, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me. In Islam, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Muslim sees his brother Muslim as a trustworthy person than someone who is of the same nationality. In other words, if a Ghanaian Muslim is dealing with a Nigerian Muslim, right? He sees
Mhm.
him as his brother more than he sees his fellow Ghanaian.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those in the north, right, who are Muslims, they are the ones who are welcoming their fellow Muslim from other place, like these Fulanis and the Zamlama and all these people. They are the ones encouraging this uh, invasion. So when they come,
Mm.
like the Zongos we have in Mamo B, Nima, and the rest. Don't you see that it's always these communities that these foreigners come? As soon as they come, they go
Yes.
to these communities
Yeah.
because they will
Mm.
find their Muslim brother there. So
Mm-hmm.
they see themselves as more united than they
Mm-hmm.
are as united with a Ghanaian. Right. This is very sensitive because if a Muslim sees his brother Muslim to be more closer than his fellow Ghanaian, then there is no way he's going to give up the Muslim just so that the Ghanaian will be okay. know.
Mm-hmm.
These are the conflicts that we need to be very, very, very careful about. And we should manage those coming in and ensure that their numbers are reduced so that they wouldn't have a huge population. Because if they do, because of Islam, they're going to give it to all of us. And there is an
Mm-hmm.
agenda, I think, to ensure that the they Islamize all everywhere in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
problem is
very true.
the
So
spread of Islam.
they always try integrating themselves into a community using the religious
Yes,
yeah.
as a means. Yes, they use
Mm-hmm.
religion as a means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did in Nigeria with the
Mm.
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, where Fulanis, where are they from? Which part of African
They are
countries
from
are they?
Niger, I think
They
Niger,
are.
Mali, Burkina Faso.
Yes.
So they don't know that they are from Niger and Burkina Faso, and they are asking we Ghanaians that who is the real Ghanaian? They don't know that.
Well, a lot of them believe that everybody's from somewhere, and they have some strange histories that they are the ones who brought Akans to Ghana. So they are the ones who built Ghana. It's funny. It's
I
very
mean,
funny.
I don't understand though that all the foreigners right now they want to tell we Ghanaians that they are the real Ghanaians. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? And the same thing that Igbo man called himself Chukudi was trying to do. So if he was able to accomplish his Igbo village, he was going to try, make sure that they will add him, Igbo people
Yeah.
community, into
Yeah.
our what do you call it, our constitution, so that when we call Ashanti, they're going to call Igbo community, they're going to call Infante community. Stupid fools with these behaviors.
That's what invaders do.
But you know what?
Invaders.
Yeah, someone brought the land that right now I think he's changing it to estate, and then we have to work very hard to stop that one too, because when Chukudi is selling his estate, he's definitely going to sell to Igbos, and they're going to get that Igbo community no matter what it is. So this land, we have to make sure that either we will find out where the land is, and then we do something about it. This man has to leave Ghana, because even if we stop him, the village, he's going to do something else. He's a very dangerous man, and we don't need him in Ghana. That's the point. He has to leave. If he's not going to leave today, he will leave tomorrow. Yes, because we can't afford Igbos to have a community in our country. No. We are only 16 regions, and we appreciate that. We are okay with that. We don't need another community. Come and work and go back to your country. Simple.
All right.
In fact, your
So
leaders normal have a
I think
plan.
on this note, let's we are wow, 1 hour and like 1 hour 30 minutes, into the conversation, and let's give our final conclusion, then final remarks, and then let's move. So Madam Angie, if I can start with you.
What I'm going to tell Ghanaians is that right now, no, I accept to say here NDC MPP biya. And now no, but woman and a wife, woman bread and then. But Ghanaians, sometimes they are not media when you are kakran say. Bawumia has already spent like 8 years with the second lady. This woman couldn't do anything for even the children. anytime the obehuna say why makeup na wafrata de omo call baby ye rari honomo I me ya say Ghana for hey na me nim say ya Ghana ni o no so I speak chi pa I was born and raised in Ashanti region and all that the Ghana for muni no one was able to question them say Nigerians are killing us in our country. So when you get a chance to come, what are you going to do? And I'm see one I'm on some. And I mean, him say, oh, yeah, Ghana, near him say, what catch you, half a pa, and see the aunt now. Nyan Sanso was uncle for we are so. But when me and the wife on your Ghana, and don't think so or bad, then call for now or more fully around, no. On back catch the Nicholas on Pamo, I be. Right now, the constitution not try and say if you are not a pure Ghanaian. When I say pure Ghanaian, I mean obi a we Ghana ni a wo maame no papa nyina ya Ghana ni Ghana for. So what you say? Sisi and I was here making sure because yeah constitution nkofo bi be manam say omo ye foreigners no ntino. No omo pe say omo ye no in favor. Say ebe omba ye say be favor foreigners no. So what I say, and we Ghanaians no na ye bread de bia. Enti right now no, ye na ye beka bom ne ahwehwe obi a wo ye pure Ghanaian na obetimi ababa reseti kro no ama ye. Enti sa MPP NDC ne ba omia ne nasefo no. You people should, should stop backing them because they have nothing good for Ghana. No. Omo ba first lady si for na kra no omo nya hwe ba ye tua omo ka. We pay them. As who say, and Kwalabi Nyan Sio Waha, Oben say first lady wako hosti or Koyan Sio or Mankra, not that. Be. There be how much you make up and womanam. We are sick and tired of that. And Tinamunina, Mama in Yansa say 2028, Ya better about papa. Naya ye or mine ba papa. No ababa ye a crony ye at the Mayan, no, I dear yes. And Titiana Yakasa ya bread. And Simon in Nyan come home na. Yeah, intimate try say you be the right person. Am I a country? Rush. They make no. Why?
All right. Okay. Kwame.
Yeah, Raj. My final words will be to address the Nigerian High Commission. They are a very, very, very bogus and defunct institution. Look at last year. The latter stages of last year. Look at the amount of criminals, Nigerian criminals that were arrested in Ghana. Just December, over 1,000. When I did the mathematics, over 1,000 Nigerian individuals arrested for various crimes. The highest was at 300 and something. And yet, this, I don't know whom is the ambassador, but the High Commission just said, and for whatever the citizens are doing, destroying the name of Nigeria, no, they are all concerned. Which kind of institution is this? Who is the High Commissioner? Why can't he hold a meeting, a general meeting, all the youth and whatever community, this thing of Nigerians, all the associations and everything, hold a general meeting and then address that, come on, enough is enough. This institution, they don't have that gumption, they don't have the sense to call their citizens to order. You go everywhere. All last year was terrible for Nigeria. They are a disgrace to Africa and the black race, the Nigerians. A disgrace. All over the world, everybody is sick and tired of you guys. All over the world. And more countries are even joining. Why? Yet, look at just these latter stages of December. Look at the amount of criminals that Ghana arrested. Yet the High Commissioner doesn't have the sense that, listen, let me even just try to, show to the rest of the world that you are doing something about it. But you just quiet. What kind of, I mean, these Nigerians that they are so dumb, illiterate people. They don't have no sense, no home training, no sense. All they think about is money. Okay, now my final listen to my
Mhm.
Ghanaian brothers is that they should be careful about Nigerian products. I don't care what it is, whether it's spare
Yeah,
parts,
very true.
medicine, any food products or anything. These people are heartless people. If you see the kind of harmful chemicals and substances that they mix together to infiltrate the markets. Even the last time I posted this in televisions, television boxes. Go and buy some inferior brand
Yes,
television
yes.
and put it in.
LG, yes.
You understand? Don't
Yeah, they
patronize
brand them LG.
anything.
I mean, wow.
Yes, you understand? Don't patronize anything about those people. Don't patronize anything about them. Those people are so evil and heartless people, those Nigerians. Don't patronize anything from them. You know. Thank you very much, Rash. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Ben.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Mr.
think.
Mhm.
Hello. Yeah, I think. Thanks. What I think I will say here is there. Everybody in Ghana should know that the country is at a crossroad. They should forget about the gains in the currency against major currencies in the world and look at how our society is being molded. Our future is at risk. The morality we used to know is not there anymore. We have invasive beings flooding the nation with alien characters. Now, when I say alien characters, we shouldn't be Googling. The evidence is in what we've seen on this show, in the person of Ben Peters.
Mhm.
There are others as well, like the Chukudi and his team, who run, various businesses that are against good morals. They are destroying our youth. They are destroying the young ones. So let us all be aware of this and advise ourselves. If you are renting out your property to someone and there is an element of that person being unlawfully residing in the country or has any traces of hasn't even gotten a job, just do a background check about people that we welcome into our spaces. If they don't have the right to live, just say no. It doesn't hurt. Also, let us not focus on money. There is a saying that ching so, and that's so, ching mo no edo. Ching so, na so, ching mo no
What's
edo.
the meaning of that, Mr. Ben?
The meaning is that these two sounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ching so. It sounds better in your ears. It's a harmony. It's a harmonic
Mm-hmm.
sound.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Mhm.
if you reverse it, if you want to make it ching so, it's ching is so unpleasant to the ear, but it's the same thing, right?
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yes, it's unpleasant to the ear. So it's about harmony, harmonics.
Mm-hmm.
We have lived in a society where the harmonics in our society was very good, peaceful, and it moves, the rhythm aligns with our personality. There is nothing wrong with us, okay? There is nothing wrong with our persona. So we don't need to change our language to now be saying, oh God, so this, let us be who we are. That is who we are. We are Ghanaians, and our morals, we should uphold it with every bit of our strength. And let us reject anything foreign and unpleasant to us. And these are the invaders I'm talking about. Let us not see anything they are doing to be attractive, where we have people, moving with all kinds of militia and guns, firing guns, and it's not nice. This is not how our society has been. It's not nice. We are Ghanaians and we enjoy life. We're not survivors. We live. We're not surviving. So let us have that in mind. To all Ghanaians, please join us at Apex and let us push the narratives to every corner of the country so that we will be aware of the invasion that is coming from all direction, from the Islamic religion, from Nigeria, from China, and from other places that we don't know. And our leaders as well, please, most of them are compromised. They are all under the direction and influence of some organized criminals. So they are not able to act when these people are doing wrong. They cannot arrest them because they are the ones who control them. Yes, they are
Especially this
the
current
ones who
regime.
yeah. It is these guys who are controlling them. So we need to get to a point where we have to act just like some other nations have done. We need to save our nation from these organized criminals. That's what I have to say.
All right.
Thank
Thank you very much. Yeah. So this is where we will draw the curtains. Um, thanks to the panelists and thanks to you, the viewers. And please, just as Mr. Ben was saying, if you want to join the Apex, there's a number on the screen. Please take the number on the screen, send a WhatsApp message, and you'll be added to the Apex group, Apex Citizens of Ghana. Yeah. And please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Please share the video. And so until next time, we'll see you guys. Stay safe. Peace out. Yeah.
Yeah.